June 6, 1944. The day that changed the course of history. This is the story of D-Day, the largest amphibious invasion ever attempted. A day when bravery and sacrifice shaped the fate of the world. Months of meticulous planning had led to this moment. Operation Overlord was the code name for the Allied invasion of Nazi-occupied Europe. The beaches of Normandy were the chosen landing sites. The success of the operation relied on deception, strategy, and the sheer will of over 156,000 Allied troops. General Dwight D. Eisenhower, Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Force, had the weight of the world on his shoulders. The plan involved intricate deception strategies, known as Operation Bodyguard, to mislead the Germans about the invasion's location and timing. False radio transmissions, fake armies, and double agents all played a part in convincing the Germans that the invasion would occur at Pas-de-Calais or even Norway. Allied troops underwent rigorous training. They practiced amphibious landings, combat tactics, and worked tirelessly to prepare for the brutal fight ahead. In the early hours of June 6th, a massive armada of over 5,000 ships set sail across the choppy waters of the English Channel. Soldiers, sailors, and airmen braced themselves for what lay ahead. Meanwhile, in the skies above, paratroopers from the 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions were dropped behind enemy lines to disrupt German reinforcements and secure key positions. Their mission was fraught with peril. Many paratroopers landed far from their intended drop zones, scattered across the countryside. Yet, despite the chaos, they regrouped and carried out their missions with determination and valor. At dawn, the first waves of troops landed on 5 beaches: Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juneau, and Sword. The Germans were ready, their defenses formidable. Omaha Beach saw some of the heaviest fighting. As the ramps of the landing crafts dropped, soldiers were met with a hail of machine gun fire and artillery shells. Despite the carnage, the soldiers pushed forward. Their determination and courage drove them to break through the enemy lines. As the day progressed, the Allies established beachheads and began to push inland. The fighting was fierce, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. Normandy's bocage terrain, with its thick hedgerows and narrow lanes, provided excellent defensive positions for the Germans. The Allies had to fight for every inch of ground. The bravery displayed on D-Day was just the beginning. The liberation of Europe would continue for months, but the success of June 6th marked the turning point in the war against tyranny. By the end of the day, the Allies had secured all 5 beachheads. It was a costly victory, with over 10,000 casualties, but it was a crucial foothold in Europe. The success of D-Day was not just a military achievement. It was a testament to the courage, resilience, and unity of the Allied forces. The liberation of Normandy began with the landings, but it was the start of a campaign that would free France and eventually all of Europe from Nazi occupation. The aftermath of D-Day left a scar on the landscape and its people. The destruction was immense, but so was the spirit of resilience. The Allies continued their advance through France, liberating town after town. The road to Paris and ultimately to Berlin began on the beaches of Normandy. The Allies continued their advance through France, liberating town after town. The road to Paris and ultimately to Berlin began on the beaches of Normandy. Today, the beaches of Normandy are peaceful. The sacrifices made by those brave soldiers are honored in memorials and cemeteries. Their legacy is a testament to the cost of freedom. Today, the beaches of Normandy are peaceful. The sacrifices made by those brave soldiers are honored in memorials and cemeteries. Their legacy is a testament to the cost of freedom. Over 9,000 American soldiers rest here, a solemn reminder of the price paid for liberty. Each year, we remember. The world comes together to honor the heroes of D-Day. Their courage and sacrifice are not forgotten. The story of D-Day is one of bravery, sacrifice, and unity. It is a story that must be told and retold, to remind us all of the power of freedom and the cost of defending it.